Hello everybody, this is Close of Text Maker. Welcome back to another episode of Close Newsletter. This week we're gonna be talking about League of Legends. First of all, let's get down to a little bit of brass tacks. New Super Smash game. Expect something related soon-ish. But first, I got 2 episodes of Donkey Kong Country SNES already recorded. Now I gotta do some editing, and it'll be uploaded on time. My work schedule is almost back to normal, almost, because there are some days that can't, they still want me to come in early, which I'm not really regulated to, but they want me because I'm pretty good at doing it. But let's diagnose why League of Legends should be more recognized than just like competitive. Well, that's what primarily it is. There's no real casualty to it. If you win or you lose, there's no. Let's have fun, because it's not just going in there because you actually have to think about your steps. It's 5v5, so it's always a team battle. So it's better to have friends as your teams than random people, because it's much easier to coordinate. So that's the same thing as a military tactic. You don't want random like country soldiers into one unit. You want somebody you recognize with. Top of that, although the playing field has been the same, same layout, same whatever, people don't really look. The aesthetics are great, it's beautiful, even though it's repetitive, they have many characters that keep it. It's not really about the beauty of the game. They want to make it beautiful, but with League, it just here's how beautiful we want it now. Focus on the gameplay. That's what it is about, the gameplay mostly, and obviously each character has their own stats, and each stat is good for a team depending how they're what each member picks. And obviously there's a range of, I've seen it, I think looks like over 20 of them so far, which is a great variety, and I think there's more coming out, so that's going to be interesting. And the ranking system is very interesting. It goes from bronze level 5, which is like the lowest you can get like in record, to champion or something like that. Champion, I think, which is the high, which is like the top 100, I think, which are it's almost impossible to reach there, because these people are also they're really well planned out. But it's why I'm gonna tell you why I might be I want to say the best, but decent at it is planning. Actually, it's all about planning the game. You have your team, you have what to do, and we and my friends have discussed this before multiple times, that a good team it's a great victory. And the point of a battle is to destroy the other team's nexus. Now it's not just like I said, just running up and destroying it. You have minions to worry about. You have other turns to worry about, and on top of that, they're like random monsters on the field. And on top of and players have items they can upgrade and can get stronger, quicker mana, more higher power, more health, or whatever like that, which makes it just like a casual run down game. It's no longer run down. It's a giant web of of things you gotta do. You just can't just go linear. It can't be done. If you have a linear idea going through it, you're gonna lose for sure. But you have an idea what situations so you're gonna be countering, what counters you have upon, you could win, and probably obviously you're not gonna win all the time, but you could have a good fight, good game, and that's what makes it fun. Of the challenge that puts your brain under. And you can say, well, not everybody's good at thinking. Well, you don't have to be good at thinking. You just need you don't have to be good at strategy. You just gotta know when and when not to go in. If you see 2 enemies coming in, are you gonna, like, when you're by yourself? Obviously you're not gonna go in. That's the beauty of the game. But you gotta always plan things out. Now, the items, we gotta really diagnose the items. Each item has a specific reason, and as you continue throughout the game, you get combine items and get more items, to the point that you're almost an unstoppable force. It's all about getting quick damage, little time, victory. That's it. So that's the whole purpose of that game. Now, Yeah, well, it gets repetitive, but that's what the point of the game is. It's repetitive and new strategies and new ideas. The replay value might not be high for most people. For other people, it's probably like, skyrocketing. You know, this game is actually more fickle. But if I had to give it a replay value, I would have to give it just above medium. Like, there's 10-point average. That's a 10-point rating system. It has a 6.5 replay value, which is maybe just 6, because the game does get repetitive, and I don't. And I like a little some comfort, idea how to play the game, but I would not like to play the games all the time. If it's the same thing, it goes with Super Smash as well. If the game starts becoming too repetitive, then there's no point. That's why I like a new challenge, something stronger than me. That's why I just don't want to become the best automatically. If I'm the best automatically, it ruins the game for me. The same with League of Legends, you just can't automatically be the best. It ruins the game for you. With that, the tournament rules. When you battle, you have first can ban a couple of characters, so you could screw yourself or screw your opponent, depending what you ban. So that's actually very smart. You gotta really think on before, and even then you still have to think. Oh, what should I pick? And your team member picks one. And like, oh, you can't pick that. You can never be doubled on the same field. So you can't expect, two of the same character, even though they're on opposite teams. That's the beauty of the mechanic of the game. I want to play it. I just haven't had the time to download because one, it's like almost like 2.5 gigabytes for update, 3 maybe now. But I wouldn't mind playing it myself. Same thing with Smite. I might do Smite later because Smite is a little bit different. But League of Legends, I love League of Legends. It allows you. It's not like all in up there. You're like viewing it like bird view, and you go also like check the field. And also the field. We should really talk about the field. The field really has secrets, and depending on those secrets, they can really help you. Defeat your opponent. And that's the point. That's the beauty of the game. Though it's repetitive, field itself gives it a new field, but it does still get repetitive, like I said. And at the end, when you're like at that tense point, it gives you that adrenaline rush when you're like, oh man, right there, I can see the Nexus. We can just start. Let's just raid it. You still have to stay focused, because they could come back, and you have to stall all over, and then the opposing team could be close to your Nexus. So you have to moderate it. You still, even though you're about to win, you still have to moderate. Because I watched the whole game with mine. I thought this team was gonna win, and I was afraid that I picked the wrong team for victory. But they were so overconfident that was led to the downfall because they raided the Nexus, and they were low on health, and they were on the opponent's field, which was much easier for them to win, for them to take back. They got reversed, and they lost, and that was the most adrenaline point in my life, because I said, wow, though they look like they might win, there is still a chance to reverse something so late at the game. So there's always an opportunity continuing on, and that's what I like about League of Legends. How would I rate this game? An 8.5. Like I said, it only has one field. Most of good players, but some of the players are pretty much copies of other players that I've seen. And on top of that, there are some loopholes you could find it. And rating system, I love the rating system. I wish it was a little longer, so some characters people could feel happy when they have this title. But that's all we got. Next week I'm gonna do a new Super Smash 4 for 3DS. To see how I like it. I've been playing it for a while. I got it, so I'm gonna do that next week, and I'm gonna be really in depth and really critical about it because I'm not gonna hold anything back. So I'll see you guys next week, and this pro's gotta fly. Bye bye.
I want you to forget that you saw me.